Hey y'all, guess what? It's Virgo verdict time.
Oh
I
yeah,
am
and Virgo
one
season
of
is
the
coming.
Virgos. I'm one of the Virgos. I am Tracy Ricks and I have a co-host, Mr. Sherrod Cohen. And we just
Yes,
be on here giving our opinions because we are opinionated.
Virgos.
Thank you for joining us today. We got a question of the day for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some responses because I had asked my people on the Facebook what they felt about this question. So here goes. What is worse? Number one, having a partner or spouse cheat and leave you for the person they were cheating on you with. Or two, having a partner or spouse cheat, but it was only a fling. Um, I don't know, Sherrod, because for me, I take stuff so personally, and I take relationships, serious relationships or committed relationships seriously. I got a real problem with being lied to. I got a real problem with someone violating my trust and what we have agreed upon as terms in our relationship. I think I would have an issue uh, with either of it, with any of the ones, but having a partner or spouse leave you for the person they were cheating on you with, that would probably devastate me.
Huh.
Like, first you cheated on me with the lady, and then you leave me for her. Like, nah. I mean, I'd be devastated. Like, because you get to thinking, well, what was wrong with me? Like it becomes a, and you can't help this, Sharab. It becomes a comparison of sorts. Like, what does she have that I don't have? And what has she done that, in this relationship with you that I have not done? Um, like, what was the thing? What were the things that 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 moved you to leave me for her? Um, but I would be devastated either way. Because if it's just a fling, like for me, why would you risk? And this is what I would pose to my husband or mate.
Okay.
Why would you risk losing me, someone you don't want to lose, for somebody you don't want to keep? Like, you cheat, but it was only a fling. Why? Like, that's not something we could have discussed beforehand. We couldn't have talked about it. And because I say it all the time, every time we get on here, we can customize our relationship to be whatever the fuck we want it to be. And I make it easy for niggas. You ain't got to lie to me. So before you go out here and cheat and have a fling, or before you go out here and have an actual relationship with another person unbeknownst to me, I feel like if we have the relationship that I imagine I want to have in my head, come and kick it with me because I'm your homegirl, I'm your friend, I'm your bestie. Before it gets to that point, come and kick it with me. But I have also discovered that motherfuckers love cheating. They love the thrill of the game. They love the lying and the sneaking and the shit like that. So, and I'm not saying all, because it also
Right.
depends on the person. Hopefully, when I get in a relationship, this person is solid and they ain't, trying to play no game with me. But either of these would bother me. But if he left me for her, that would fuck me up. What you think?
Well, for me, I would prefer you to just go ahead and fucking leave, literally, fucking leaving. Just go ahead. It's a double entendre, Kendrick style.
Yeah.
you know, and and the reason is I don't. It's like getting your car stolen, they vandalize it, and then they give it back to you instead of totaling out and shit. I don't want that motherfucker no more. You know, so him banging her out, and then he don't even want her ass. Nah, I'm straight on that, man. You just go ahead, keep her, you know, and let me just go on about my business. Because detaching is no problem. I don't want you to send her back to me. Be like, you discarding her? Nah, man. You want me to take your sloppy seconds? Nah, man. Hell no. Hell no. We good.
Okay, so some of my friends on the Facebook have responded to that question. One man says, it depends. I prefer number one. So I guess number two for him is worse. But for some people, it could be the opposite. Someone else says she would prefer option two. I think the fling could become a pattern or repeat thing. If he leaves in option one scenario, he's her issue now.
Makes sense.
Um, One subscriber says both is terrible because a cheater will hurt you deeply and disregard all feelings of love and trust. And then another person says the fling would be worse. The thought that a person will violate my trust for something that doesn't mean anything to them, that says they never valued my trust to begin with, if it is so easily squandered. I feel that. I do.
That's some good shit.
Yeah. So my one friend says these are two terrible options. Scenario one is the most terrible. In that case, she gave her heart and not just her body. In scenario two, he says, it wouldn't leave me in joy, but I could better understand a moment of weakness driven not by the heart, but by physical desire. I could choose to leave or stay myself. Um, One friend says she'd prefer seven of number two and none of number one. One friend says number one happened to me, but it was the best thing that could have happened. Then he turned around and did it to her. So what goes around truly comes back around.
You remember that saying, how you get them is how you lose them?
And I believe that. So um in my younger years, I had an affair with a married man. I
Do
knew he
tell.
was married. I knew he was married.
Okay.
Um I was between relationships. Um and we had a hot and heavy uh he was my lover. He was like it was hot and heavy.
Okay.
Um
Question.
and yes.
Now, did he give you any reason why he was dealing with you? Did anything have to deal with his wife not doing? Or was it more or less he was honest about it? I just want to.
Well, he did have a lot of disfaction in his relationship, but that had nothing to do with why he and I. Well, on my part, it had nothing to do with why he and I were involved. I don't know what his motives were. He just liked me. He wasn't my type. We started out as friends. He was totally under my radar. Like I did not think about him at all when we first met in any kind of romantic way. But he was so fun. And he was the type of person that I could imagine myself being with as a partner.
Did he
He
make you
was
laugh?
fun. He made me laugh all the time.
Now, you
That's
know
how
the
he
rule
got
behind
me.
that, right?
What?
If you can make that ass giggle, you can make that ass wiggle. But go ahead.
Oh my God. If that ain't some old down south pimp shit. Um, But yeah, he made me laugh all the time, and we had fun
Okay.
together. Like we had fun. Um, and sex just happened one day. And I know people say that all the time, but it did. And you should not be alone with a married person who is very physically attracted to you. And I like men who push up on me. I just don't like the fact that they married. But I like men who know what they want and who don't um who don't hesitate. Like I like a man to push up on me. But anyway, I said all that to say we had gotten to the place where I I liked what we were doing, but I wasn't into him like that. It was a strictly physical thing, and he made me laugh. Um, but he started catching feelings, and we would talk about like if he and his wife ever broke up, would we be together? He was like, I want to be with you. And my response was, no, I'm good. And he was like, well, why? And I'm like, because it is. Because you cheating on your wife right now with me. And so that would always play in the back of my mind. I could never date him seriously because in my mind, I know he's prone to cheat because he did it with me. And he was dissatisfied with his relationship. Why are
Set that
you laughing?
man up. Set him up.
But it's the truth. I didn't plan on it. I did not plan on because like I said, he wasn't my type. So I
Okay.
never even thought that I would fuck with somebody like him. Like never. Cause he was a light skinned brother. I don't like light well, I thought. I didn't like light skinned dudes. But there was something about him that drew him to me. And vice versa. So he was upset at the fact that I was like, no, I could never do it. And he was like, I can't believe you. Like we've been involved all of this time. And you mean to tell me you wouldn't be my lady if me and my wife got a divorce tomorrow? No, because I can't trust you. And
Okay.
he was devastated. He was
Now,
devastated.
why, after even knowing that he was married, why did it happen?
Um, I would have to say that he was my ideal partner. He was intelligent. We had a lot of things in common. Um, he was very supportive. Like he would go out and buy me art supplies. Like he was very supportive of every single thing
And
that
he was
I did.
attentive to what you
He
liked.
paid attention. Yes. And he did things for me that I did not have to ask for. Like, and I don't know because we never talked about the relationship that he had with his wife. So I don't know if that's how he showed up in his relationship with his wife, but that's how he showed up with me. And we would always say, "Damn, if if we were to ever be together, our relationship would be awesome because it was." So I don't know if it was just awesome because we only saw each other a few times a week and we were having a rendezvous. I don't know if it was awesome because of that, but
Right.
we never got into an argument.
Oh yeah,
Um
that was that fantasy
you-
shit.
that but I think it was though, but we weren't lovey-dovey though.
uh,
It was we were friends. Like when we weren't fucking, we were just cool. Like we were really, really good friends. And but it wasn't a I'm so in love with you thing. It was one of those I would venture to say it was one of those moments when you know you have met your soulmate. But because of circumstances, you knew you could not be with this person. Like
right.
if shit was different, and we would always say, next lifetime or in another lifetime, we could
Some more
probably be
Erica
together.
Badu shit.
Yeah, yeah. But in this one, it
Yeah.
was just, timing was all fucked up. And I was in kind of a liminal space. I was between relationships. I had been single for a while. I had been dating this guy for a while, but we weren't exclusive. And I had decided to stop seeing him. And this rendezvous took place right before I met my fiance. So
Okay.
it was like a way station for me. It was a romance, and it was, for what it was good, but I ended it because who can sustain something like that? And
Right.
and I started to feel
Hell, you
guilty.
got women now that's the side piece forever
That's
and have a
forever.
family.
And I know, uh, I know some women like that.
Okay.
That that's the side piece forever.
Hey, we should
Like
have a
that's
side piece episode.
we should
I think that'd be cool.
because she been the side piece probably for 30 years. She's an older lady. She still is the side piece. He's married. Everybody knows him. He's part of the family. Um, Nobody knows the wife, but everybody knows that he has a wife. Everyone
Now,
knows
do they have any
this.
kids together?
No,
Okay.
no. But she's not the only one I know like that. Like, I know some kept women that are they
Yeah.
cool, and they I like my one friend. She's an older lady. She's like, I prefer it this way. I don't have no problems. I get my bills paid. I get dick when I want it, and he gets to leave. Like, I don't have the same issues as the wife does. Like, I get to see him when I want to see him. We have boundaries that are established between us. Um, I don't get the headache that she has. He contributes to my bills, and he get to go home, and I get to still live my single life.
Okay, I'm gonna put that down because I think that's a cool episode to have. Because what if two people are not matched sexually? Is the side piece okay? Because I always joke around, and I've had a couple people get upset when I said side pieces keep marriages working.
Well, it depends, though. I think it depends on the marriage. I think that if this is the thing, though, for me, don't violate my fucking trust. Don't do that. If we're not sexually compatible, but we still want to be married, or we still want to be in a relationship, let's work it out. But don't be out here cheating on me. Don't make me look like a fool. I don't want nobody coming to me with some information about my husband that my husband could have told me.
Right.
So if we're sexually incompatible, that's a conversation that you and I need to have. And if we're interested in still being in a relationship together, I want you to be happy and you want me to be happy. Let's come up with a way to make this shit work. So if you need to have another person come in and help you with your
Clean up
sexual
woman.
desires, and I love you, and I know that this is important to you, and I still want to be married to you, let's work it out. Okay, you get you somebody that can fuck you the way that you need to be. And but we gotta have boundaries, though.
Right.
We have to have some rules to this shit. Like, you can't just go out here and just be fucking.
Now,
You,
would you want to meet
cause
that
that's
person?
you said what?
Would you want to meet? Just say you agreed to something like that. Would you want to meet her? Would you want to know who she is?
I would like to. I don't know that we would have to necessarily meet in person, but yeah, we could talk, because I need you to understand. I need to know that you understand what the boundaries are. I need to
Yeah.
know that you understand what the rules are, what the setup is, because now you are part of me and my husband's relationship. So me and you, as women, if we're being mature about this, we need to have an understanding between us of what is going on. I need to understand that you understand what is happening here. If this is my
Okay.
husband, these are the terms under which you can see my husband. If you have a problem with anything, any of the rules or any of the terms, you can't be involved with my husband. And if at any point you begin to violate the boundaries or any of the terms, me and my husband breaking up with your ass. Like for real, Sherrod. Me and my husband is breaking up with your ass. You can no longer be a part
Oh
of the
shit.
triad.
Oh man. Hey man, I needed that, man. I needed that. I said we breaking up with you.
Yes, we breaking up with you because you can't do it. And then me and my husband have to have another conversation, babe. When you pick these women, I need you to vet them. I need you to make sure that they understand what the fuck is going on because I don't. And if she continues to try to violate, I don't want to have a problem. Is what I'm saying.
Right, right,
I want to do this in peace and harmony as
right,
much as
right.
as much as possible. And the goal is so that everybody in the relationship gets what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be left as the wife feeling like I've been fucked over. I've been,
Right.
they playing in my face or nothing like that. I want everybody to be on the same page. And if one of us can't be on the page, then
Yeah.
it's no reason I think for you to be involved because you can't do what we need you to do.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I just don't like this cheating shit. So I think the question of the day, if you know my husband leaves me for the side chick or if he just had a fling, both of those things will fuck me up. But if my husband left me for the side chick, I would be more fucked up than if he just had a fling. But I don't know if me, and this is just for me, I don't know if I could recover from infidelity, whether it's a fling or if it's something serious or not. Because I'm big on solid relationships. I'm big on having a partnership with my friend. So for me, either of these scenarios will be a violation of our friendship. It will be a violation of trust between because you're the person that I have agreed to do life with. There's only one you in my world. So if you have now violated this trust that I have put in this thing that we have built together, my whole world crumbles then at that point
Okay.
because I have made this decision for myself and my life and you have agreed to be a part of it um under certain conditions. And I have trusted that you would do this every time you walk up out of the house. I trust that you are the person that you have represented to me that you are. And I trust that you will uphold the standards and the values of our relationship. And I feel like if you are my friend, if at any point you have decided you can no longer do this, I am the second person to know because again, it's more than just about being your wife. I am your life partner and I am your friend. Tell me first.
Right.
I can deal with it if we can have a conversation about it. I can deal with it because you're coming to me as not just my husband, but you're coming to me as my friend, as my homeboy. Look, because how would you play your homegirl? You gonna tell your homegirl what your homegirl need to know to move around in the world. And I want my husband to handle me like he would handle his homegirl or his little sister or his, whomever. Put
Right.
me up
Right.
on game. Look, sis, this is what's going on. What can we do? Because it's everybody, everything against us against the problem. It's us against the problem. It's not, oh, here's a problem. Um, let me see how I'm gonna deal with it. No, Here's a problem. Let me take it to my wife to see how we gonna deal with this.
Right.
I'm having feelings for another person, babe. I don't know what to do. Let's talk it out. I can handle that. I can handle that. And then if at the end of our conversation we come to a place where is he needs to go to figure shit out, I'm cool with that. Because he done came to me and told me I'm having feelings for another woman. I'm I'm in a state of confusion now. I don't know what to do. And because I love you, I need to step away for a minute to get it together. I would be okay with that. Now, just because you done stepped away doesn't necessarily mean I will be there when and if you decide you want to come back. But respect and love will still be intact either way. I will
So
still respect you and I will still love you, even though we have decided that we can't no longer be in a relationship. But this has to happen before the infidelity. Can't no infidelity take place in my world and me and you still be good.
okay. So he got to do that Donnell Jones shit, like where I wanna be, dweedle diddle dweed.
If he get to doing the Donnell Jones, I'll be like, you better take your yodeling ass the fuck on somewhere. Yeah. So yes, I
Yeah.
mean, I just feel like, and this is just for me, y'all. There are certain ways that I have made agreements with myself
Okay.
that there are certain limits to how I interact with another person. Although my love is not conditional, my relationship, partnership with me is. And I make those conditions apparent in the beginning. When we decide as two people to enter into a relationship, we gonna do so according to the terms that we have laid out before each other prior to being in the relationship.
Right.
And once you agree to be in a relationship with me, knowing all the terms, I expect that you would abide by the terms. And if something changes, if your thought process changes, if you require something different, all you got to do is let me know, and all we got to do is talk about it. If our relationship can sustain whatever the changes are, great. And if not, no hard feelings. I mean, yeah, my feelings might be a little hurt, but I'ma still have my friend at the end of the day. I'ma
Right.
still respect my man. Although he may not be my man after this conversation, I'ma still have respect for him at the end of the day.
Right.
I can tolerate that. I can deal with that. But it's the lies and the secrecy and playing in my face. I can't do that because I'm not that kind of person. If I have an issue and if anything changes with how I feel about you in our relationship, I'm telling you first because I want you to know. And I love you. I don't want you to find out shit in the street. I don't want to hurt your feelings in any way. I don't want to hurt you at all. But shit, life happens and shit happens. So I want to word you up. I want you to know what's going on.
Right. Okay. Dig that there.
Yeah. So yeah, Sharad. I mean, I think either of the two scenarios is awful.
Yeah.
And I think before it gets that way, and I will always say this, before it gets to the point of infidelity, you gotta say something. Because if you don't want to lose your friend, if you're not interested in losing your wife as your friend or somebody who has respect for you, that have enough respect for them to come to them and tell them, look, things have changed and this is where I'm at.
That's solid.
But I think either of the two questions is even either of the two scenarios is horrible.
Yeah.
Please don't leave me for your side chick. Please don't. That would devastate me. It would. And then please don't, just don't cheat on me because you don't want to lose me, but you have a fling and you don't want to be with them. You need to tell me. You willing to risk losing me for somebody you don't even like? Come on, nigga. I would be so mad. I might swing on my husband. It's because it's me. And I'm a certain type of person. I would be so outdone. Like I would probably swing on my husband. I would invite my husband to fight, probably. I might not fight him, but I might swing on his ass. Like, you did what now? What happened now? Tell me, say it again, slower. Yeah. So that's my verdict, y'all. I know I seem all sweet and innocent, but ooh, so mad. I would be so mad. So anyway, y'all, tell us what you think. What is your verdict? Would you be more upset if your spouse or partner left you for their side person? Or would you be more upset if they just had a fling and there was no love, no nothing? It was just carnal fucking. Which one would have you more vexed? Which one would have you more
So you put
upset?
that word carnal fucking, like, that just means he tearing her ass up all over the
Tearing
goddamn
her ass
place.
up. Baby,
You
I ain't
know,
love her, but I was tearing her ass up every
you
Friday
know.
night. No,
Okay,
no. So tell us what you think.
I've been the cheater and the cheated on. I've been the caught and the taught, right? And
Mm.
I'm gonna go with take her away from me. Don't send her back home full of your nut juice, and I gotta clean her out. You know what I'm saying?
Why you so ignorant? Why? I just want to know why you gotta say stuff like that. In that
Oh
way,
man,
though.
it's like this, man. Cause when you talking with the homies or whatnot, and then y'all kicking about your little excursions and what you've done, and then you get to hearing some of the shit that they done said they did. Bro, man, I banged her ass out, man. Sent her ass home, man. This nigga thinking, and then you be like, and then you think about, damn, I smashed old girl, and damn, dude coming to the crib thinking he getting some fresh kitty, and I done put graffiti all on the walls.
Hmm.
And like I said, it happened to me. So I was like, I don't want that. I don't want it back. You know, I don't want it back no more. I mean, just go ahead. You go, because detaching from someone has never been an issue. It's like, oh, okay, you found something better. And when I look at loyalty differently from a lot of people. I believe that people are more loyal to themselves and their desires than they are to the person that they're with. Now, if I'm a
Hmm.
part of their desire, cool. They'll be loyal to me. But other
Hmm.
than that, I believe they're going to do what they want to do when they want to do it. So if you're going to go fuck somebody, please go with them and take all your shit with you and your
Okay.
bills and your
I
dramas
agree. I
and your
agree.
problems.
I agree. Take it all with
So,
you. Like, I
so
mean,
don't
because
send
if
her
you
back
would
home.
rather be there, yeah, if you would rather be there, just go.
Yeah,
Just go.
just
But
send
I
her. Shit on the
just
way.
don't surprise me with that shit, though. I need us to have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. So what y'all think?
Give us some comments.
Before, please like, subscribe, and share.
Yep.
Put some stuff in the comments. If you got a scenario you would like us to discuss on the show, please send it to virgoverdict@gmail.com. Yeah, let us know what y'all think. What's your verdicts? You don't have to be a Virgo to give it. So just let us know what you think. So until next time, y'all, peace.
Peace.